cruise. To claim your prize, just follow the directions inside the game card. Be watching tomorrow for another chance to win. Good luck.
Good luck indeed. Time now to meet a guy who won't let anything stand in the way of his Olympic dreams, even a life-threatening heart condition. Christian Williams has trained in 3 different Olympic sports in a bid to win a medal.
But each time he got close to his dream, doctors told him to stop. And now, in a final battle to represent Australia at the Games, he has taken up archery.
Nice.
Welcome, Christian. Now, you were actually a sprinter when you found out that you needed heart surgery. So tell us what happened.
As a kid, I used to play lacrosse, which is it's intense. It's like ice hockey, and I got really unfit, even though I was playing for Australia and going all around the world. And I started collapsing at training, and
that's a bad sign.
Yeah. And when your heart stops beating, that's a bad sign too.
Yeah.
But I put the blinkers on and just pushed really hard until I found myself in hospital, and they told me I was dying of heart failure.
Really?
Wow. How old were you when that happened?
I was just about 20. So
that's a blow, man. Especially if you're focusing so much on getting to a games or competing in a sport, and that's your life, that's your focus. That's got to be a big blow.
Man, it was shocking. But I had 3 hospitals before telling me that I was faking it. So
yeah, that they
didn't believe it.
So what is the actual condition, Christian? It's
cardiomyopathy.
Oh, okay.
Atrial tachycardia induced dilated cardiomyopathy.
Right.
No swearing on this show, mate.
Just means your heart is a pump.
Yeah.
And my heart doesn't pump as well as it should because it's failed and it's stopped beating so many times. So.
Right.
But really, it's not that bad. I mean, it could be worse.
Well, it hasn't stopped you from going from sprinting, and then one doctor's advice was that you stop sprinting and then you went to hammer throwing.
Yeah, well, because I couldn't run anymore, so I thought I might as well just throw.
Right, so what happened with that?
So I went on Google and I looked up the Olympic champ, he was my same height and weight, and I'm like, I just think I'll get him to coach me. So I taught myself Japanese, and this guy came out to Australia to give a talk, and I kind of stalked him to the cafe, and he finished his chicken salad, and I just got down on my knees, and I was like, "Anata wa ii, hama nage senshi desu ne. Onegai shimasu, dude. Please coach me. I'll do whatever."
Amazing.
You are very one-eyed, but you had to stop doing that too.
Yeah, they kind of told me I was at the highest risk of sudden death during exercise, if I lifted weights. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I had to give that up.
So hammer throws out, and then you moved on to something which is far less dangerous, luge.
Yeah, well,
dude, you don't give up, do you? You don't take no for an answer.
I wanted to do bobsled, but my doctor wouldn't let me push. So I was like, okay, I'll just lie down. I'll do luge.
Well, that seems like an easy sport. You're in luge, you lie down, you relax, you just go down a hill.
But surely the adrenaline of sliding down a hill at like a couple of 100 kilometres an hour, that wouldn't be good for your heart either, would it?
That's why I didn't tell my parents. I had to explain when I went overseas. I did luge and come back like, sorry, I did some luge. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
So you moved on. You read the Hunger Games. You thought archery. That's what I want to be.
Pretty much.
So what? You moved into archery, but then you also had trouble there as well. That didn't.
Oh, wow,
that didn't go so smooth, did it?
Well, it was pretty fun. I'd never even picked up a bow in my entire life, but I thought I'd still call the Australian coach and ask for a scholarship, and it kind of worked out really well. But I had some drama, so I had to stop taking my medication to make sure I could compete in that.
Why'd you have to stop taking your medication?
Just to make sure, that it was fair for everybody else. And,
because the medication, isn't this right, that it's similar to some performance-enhancing drugs, and that could be an issue with the Olympic committee? Yeah.
But, I was really lucky, all the people upstairs, with the drug administration, they've been, fantastic, and, it was pretty hard for me, to get through it, and, I got to the stage where, literally, I couldn't walk the dog without ending up in hospital. But, it's all smooth sailing. But I'm shattered I missed out on London,
Yeah.
But it's only 1,532 days, to Rio.
To the next one. Yeah, exactly.
Something makes me feel like you're not going to let that stand in your way.
Hey, nothing.
Well, we want to see you.
Fingers crossed.
We want to see you get to Rio, so make sure you come back and talk to us when that happens.
Yeah, we'd love to see how you're going, and maybe give me an archery lesson. I'd love to try that.
There you are. There's a little taste of Olympic glory there for you, isn't it?
You're a legend, man. Keep going. You're a great inspiration.
Cheers.
Cheers.